To remove the nose block violet color, I applied here. Your nose block is cleared or not? Just check it out. It takes 2 to 3 minutes only to open your nose.
अभी मैंने अपने नोज के लिए, मेरा नोज ब्लॉक था, मैंने लगाया अभी और ये टोटल ओपन हो गया, अभी नोज ब्लॉक नहीं है। एंड मेरे हस्बैंड का जो नेक स्टिफनेस था, उन्होंने लगाया, उनकी भी फ्री हो गई है नेक। थैंक यू सो मच।
यू आर कंप्लीटली टर्निंग।
यस सर, अभी उसमें पेन कम हुआ है काफी, एकदम से विद इन 5 मिनट इसने आराम कर दिया सर।
थैंक यू। सुचित्रा।
Yeah, I had applied for my knee cracking sound. I'm surprised that when I squat now, I can't hear the sound on my right knee.
You can squat now.
When I squat, I have cracking sound, but now I can't feel the cracking sound at all.
You want on my right knee. Just apply the same color for a few weeks, it will disappear.
Thank you so much.
It is created the space, madam.
Thank you, thank you.
For sleeping, you can put here. You put right now, today night, definitely we have very good sleep. If you are able to change your thought, you are able to change your body. Many joint restrictions happens with the mind restrictions. There are different modalities we use to change energy levels of the body. In that, color is the one. In day-to-day life, we give very much importance to the color in the form of color of your vehicle, color of your home, painting. Many people, they believe the Vastu. So many ways we are following the color therapy, knowingly or unknowingly. Many of us, initially when you heard the name color therapy, what happens with colors? Is it possible to cure even chronic diseases with colors? If you ask that question, my answer is yes. In last 7-8 years, we experienced color therapy for an emergency. It will work. For chronic and acute diseases, it works. For autoimmune disorders, it works. For emotional problems, it works. For family problems, it works. Relationship problems, yes, it works. For financial issues, yes, it works. Oh, how wonderful it is. With simple colors, with simple sketch pens like this, we can do wonders. Everything we can do with these colors. Many, many more things. Let's expose into this color therapy in this weekend, how best possible, and how best you can apply in your life, day-to-day life. This is one of the tool which you can have confidently. Many of us, we are practicing many alternate therapies like acupressure, acupuncture, marma therapy, aromatherapy, cupping, and Siddha, yoga, Unani, so many Ayurvedic, so many different therapies we practice. So with all these things, you can also have, this is one more tool in your packet to guide your patients, to guide your family, to guide your friends without touching a patient, with just by suggesting the colors. Then what these colors do? Will be really rely on this color therapy. How best it works. So I'll make sure that in these 3 days, I will expose to you to the so many practical sessions. If you have one set of colors, definitely you can apply on your just fingers and you can see the great results. And you can also suggest others once you experienced, because you can share this color therapy confidently when you experience. I'm here sitting you in front of you talking about color therapy means I experienced myself with my family, with my patients, with my friends. I experienced a lot of miracles with colors. So with that experience, today I want to share with you how this color works, how you can heal the people physically, emotionally, intellectually, spiritually. In all levels, you can use colors. It's not like that you can use colors only for diseases. No, you can use for everything. Okay, so let me know what is this colors. So all of you know that if you are exposed to the vibrations, I think if you are a science student, we did one experiment in +2 or +1, like resonance frequency finding, and there is some tuning fork which produces different frequency, and we are matching the frequency, all those things. Okay, if you are not a science student, not a problem. I'll make sure that what is vibration. So vibrations, if you want to tell technically, it is a number of oscillations. So all of us can experiment a sine wave like this. If the number of oscillations if it is vibrating positively and negatively, this is 1 oscillations per second, then we call it as a 1 hertz. If the same wave, if it is vibrating 2 times in a second, then we call it as a 2 hertz. If you take any objects in the universe, a physics law says that each and every object in the universe, it has its own frequency. Your mobile, your clothes, your table, everything. So all are vibrating with its own frequency. That is what we do a resonance frequency finder. What is the frequency of it? Even your thoughts having its own frequency. Your emotions have its own frequency. That is called vibrations. When you are angry, your vibrations are different. When you are depressed, your vibrations are different. So these vibrations, we call it as a oscillation. Okay. So this vibration, which we can find everywhere. So till now, the human beings experienced vibrations. I will show you. So this is called electromagnetic spectrum. So if you move towards right, it is increasing the frequency, the number of oscillations. If you move towards left, it is reducing the vibrations, but it is increasing the wavelength. Wavelength means it's the length of the one oscillation. So what you are using the electronic gadgets like satellite communication, mobile communication, microwave objects, and AC, DC power transmission, all are coming in the radio frequency and as well as your infrared frequency. So the radio frequency is a range of around 10 to the power of 6 to 10 to the power of 12 hertz. You can see here the satellite communication and radio frequency spectrum means mobile, TV, and radio communication. Then if you go to the till low frequency, you can find some AC, DC power transmission, AC power transmissions, all these things. It's a 10 to the power of 6 to 10 to the power of 12 hertz. Means the mobile which you are using, it is vibrating around 10 to the power of 9 hertz. That means it is vibrating 100 billion times in a second. Which mobile we are using, that is vibrating 100 billions per second. The moment you keep your mobile for few minutes, half an hour like that, what you feel? Do you feel discomfort? Do you feel discomfort now? Why? Why you feel discomfort? Because when you keep your mobile near to ear, there is a water particle around the ear, means in the form of blood and fluids in our body, because your body is made with more than 70% made with water only. That water molecules will vibrate with your mobile frequency. It becomes heat. You feel pain, discomfort. Why? Because of the mobile vibration. Similarly, your colors frequency is 100 billions more than your mobile frequency, because 10 to the power of 9 to 10 is mobile frequency, 10 to the power of 14 is your color frequency. Means your color vibrations are much more greater than your mobile frequency. If your mobiles are able to change the status of your feeling sensitivity of the pain, why can't colors can change your body, your muscles, your fluids, your neurons, your nervous system? It has ability to change all the tissues vibrations in the body. That's what so many modern researchers are going towards with vibrational medicine. I think we might have heard many people, they're coming with many different gadgets that are generating different vibrations and different frequency. That frequency will heal different disorders. So many gadgets, the vibrational gadgets you can find in the market for healing frequency. What that electronic gadgets can produce the frequency to heal your body. People are spending few lakhs to own those types of gadgets. But your mobile, your colors are generating much more high frequency than any electronic gadgets which you use for vibrational medicine. To do this, you need to spend hardly 100 rupees to get a normal color pencils. It's there's a lot of non-toxins sketch pens you can have. So that you can see simple sketch pens which you can arrange, and that you can use, you can apply a different part of the body and you can use. So there, here also there's so many options are there in front of you to own the colors. Simple, you can take for 120 rupees, you'll get some Adgel brush pen. Okay, so that you can go with this. So many non-toxic color pens are there that you can use. These colors which is able to produce more than 10 to the power of 14 hertz vibrations. That vibrations, you can use it for different purposes. So you can see in the this, I'm just zooming out for the colors. So we can find Vibgayar colors, which we can see from violet to the red. So violet is having highest frequency and red is having lowest frequency. But red is having more wavelength compared to the violet. This you can experience in the sunset time. Because of the more wavelength, you can see a sunset in red, sunset or sunrise, you can see with the red color. Okay. So these colors, the Vibgayar colors, you can use to heal. Vibgayar, violet, indigo, sky blue, green, yellow, orange, red. So let's see into the practicals how it works. Is it possible to give some relief or healing to the patient? So you can have some colors which is correlated to the even chakras. So the violet is correlated to the crown chakra and red is correlated to the base chakra. So you can divide yourself, your body into 7 colors. The head is your violet and the Agna chakra, what we call it, is indigo, and throat is your sky blue, and heart chakra is green, and solar plexus, it is also called Manipura, it is yellow, and sacral also it is called Swadhisthana, it is orange, and base chakra is your dark red. So these are all the colors which we are using to heal the patient. So when light fall on the object will absorb the colors and it will reflect. Through that, you can see the objects in different colors. That colors, it is possible to change your energy flow in the body. That energy flow we accept with the different principles like chakra meridians and different organs, tissues. So in everywhere there is energy is flowing. That energy can be changed. That can be increased or that can be decreased depending upon the patient requirement. For example, you cannot give high energy. Sometimes high energy also makes you make some disorders. For example, if you have more energy for tonight, you cannot go to sleep because Sleep needs lower energy to go to the deeper sleep. If you are unable to sleep, means your energy is more, that can be decreased with colors. Somewhere energy is very less. It is unable to protect you, the immunity. It is unable to nourish you. It's unable to control your body functions. It is unable to digest your food. That time you can increase the energy by using some colors. So what we learned in TM class, the functions of the chi or prana shakti, so that can be manipulated not only with the seeds, with also colors. So here's also different levels we learn. So in this course, we are learning basic level. So applying colors on the reflexology, the reflex of the organ. Next level, we learn applying colors on the meridian system. Next, we are learning applying colors on the chakra system. So whatever it may be, let's start something applying on the patient, and you can apply. My voice is not clear?
It's clear, sir.
It's clear, fine.
Yeah, only the problem is that you are using that backdrop, no? That is fluctuating the screen.
Okay, fine. I will switch off the video so that we'll talk.
No, whenever you take a break, no, you can remove that backdrop. That would be better.
Okay, fine. And just give me a chance. Will I log out or log in again so that the voice will be clear?
No. It's for the people who can't hear, I told them.
Okay. For me, it's fine, no?
Yeah, you can continue.
Thank you. So through meridians, through a reflex of the organs which we see on the hand and foot and the ears, on the reflex organs, we can apply different colors and we can change the functionality of the organ or meridian by using different colors. For example, if you are not feeling hungry, definitely your stomach vibrations are less. You can increase the energy of the stomach by using colors. And you can, within 2-3 days, applying colors daily 2 to 4 hours, person feels better hunger. If the same patient, after applying colors, it feels better if it continues the coloring. If he feels gastritis or burning sensation or acid reflux, so it is hyperactivity of the stomach. Stomach is a jataragni to burn the food. The jataragni increases, that fire of the stomach increases. What is the stomach fire? It is to cook your food. It has to burn the food, convert food into fluid. If that acid increases, we think that the stomach is hyper-functioning. For that, we are using different colors to reduce the functioning of the stomach so that you can clear the gastritis. So colors can be used to increase the energy, to decrease the energy, so that you can balance patient health and mind and his intellect, and we can make them to feel calm and relaxed and easygoing life. Okay. At the same time, so energy is neither be created nor be destroyed. This is the thermodynamics law. Here also, we are not creating energy or we are not destroying any energy. We are just converting from one form to other form. If the heat is more, we are converting into cold. If the dryness is more, we are converting into wet. So we are changing the form of the energy. We are not creating any energy. So that's what is the alternate medicine. You should not tell the patient that leave all the medicines, I do this. No. Definitely he can leave all the medicines one day. But before that, try to balance his mind and body energy levels so that he can heal himself. No need of any medicines from the external. Until that, you can take some support of the some alternate medicines or any modern medicines, and you can go with this. The second important thing is the energy is created through your breath and food. Through colors, you can change the functionality of the organs, but raw materials are required to prepare the food, to prepare your energy levels. So that's what even raw materials also plays very important role along with your color therapy. So if you say any illness of the patient, it can be created in many ways due to stagnation of the food, the stagnation of the blood and fluids, or it is a deficiency of the fluids or excess of the fluids, or excess of flow or deficiency of the flow. So anywhere. So you should try to analyze the diseases or symptoms with energy perspective. I'm telling once again this word. The same illness which we are looking into is different than a normal doctors. Both are correct. Both are there to heal the people only. But the way we look into is different. Why? Because let's take few examples. For example, if a person feeling frequent urination, if the person is feeling frequent urination, doctors give some medicines, antidiuretic medicines to stop. Okay, that works. Maybe some side effects that relieves the patient. That's fine. What, as a healer, as a alternate therapist, how we look into that frequent urination? So we look into the energy perspective. Okay, if the urination is continuous, the first question arises. The urination is going in small quantity or large quantity. If it is going small quantity, it is a hyperfunction of the bladder. The bladder heat is more. If it is going large quantity, then bladder is cold. The coldness energy is more, so that it is frequently urinating. The second question, whether urination is yellowish or white. If it is pure white, we think it's a excess coldness. Due to excess coldness energy, coldness means hyperfunctioning. Heat means hyper. To function any organ, we need heat. So when heat reduces, cold increases. Your kidney and urinary bladder, it's unable to filter. So the normal healthy urination should be pale yellow, slightly, because toxins are moving out. If you are getting pure white, that means your kidney and bladder coldness is more. Due to that coldness, the functioning of the kidney and bladder is going down. It is unable to filter out. So what to do? What is the permanent solution to avoid frequent urination or excessive urination, or what we call white urination, abundant urination, which we normally, many diabetic patients will feel? What we can do here? As a normal doctor, we cannot think on urine. It's only a matter of fluid. You can give some diuretic, antidiuretic medicine so that you can increase the urination. So that will become a pathology. You're just changing the content of the blood. Here, you are doing much more than that. As a healer, you are healing the system of the excretory system, which includes your kidney and bladder and external genitals. You are reducing the coldness and increasing the heat. The moment you increase the heat, the kidney and bladder starts functioning better than before. The frequent urination will reduce. A normal urination is possible within few days. Here, problem may be acute or chronic. That doesn't matter. We are healing the system. It may be acute or it may be a chronic. Sometimes due to seasonal change also it happens. A small urination, yellowish urination, you do it in the summer. In the winter, we do frequent urination, more urination, whitish urination. That is quite natural with respect to the seasonal change, because your body is not unique. It's not apart from the nature. It is a part of the nature. What is going on in the nature, it has to follow. When there is excess coldness, the same thing, it happens in your body. It reflects in the urination. What you can do? Just use simple 2 colors to reduce it or to increase it. Both are possible with just 2 dots. So if it is a frequent urination, what we do? We take 2 colors, right hand, index finger. We are making one sky blue dot here. Similarly, in the kidney reflex, we are applying 2 sky blue dots. Just line on the kidney reflex. So this will increase the yang energy or heat in the urinary bladder and as well as in the kidney. Similarly, right hand index finger, you can apply 1 yellow, and similarly in the kidney reflex, you can apply 2 yellow dots. So left hand, if anybody feeling frequent urination, 1 sky blue dot, 2 sky blue lines in the left hand index finger. In the right hand index finger, you can see 1 yellow dot here on the bladder reflex. On the kidney reflex, 2 yellow lines. By doing this, we can change the functionality of the bladder and as well as kidney. So if anybody feeling frequent urination or inconsistent urination, you can change. But if the urine infection is there, UTI is there, or burning urination is there, for this formula has to be reversed. You have to increase the coldness and reduce the heat. Got it? So you should carefully, maybe you are in the background of Ayurveda or alternate medicines or any other things. Here, the way you look into disease and symptoms is with the energy levels. The symptoms may be 1 or 10, but one formula is enough to cover all those things. For example, who is telling frequent urination, the same patient may complain about the weak digestion, may complain low back pain, he may complain some edema related issues. The symptoms may be a 10 or 15, but all 10-15 symptoms which arrived due to a one functioning is a hypofunctioning of kidney and bladder. So how we can do and how we can correlate this means, so for that we are using 5 energies in a TCM and Ayurveda. In Ayurveda, use 3 dosha, Vata, Pitta, Kapha. In color therapy, we use 10 elements, 5 physical elements and 5 metaphysical elements. So 5 elements, as you know, it's a Akasha, Vayu, Agni, Jala and Prithvi. Another 5 metaphysical elements which we use in terms of emotions or in terms of intellectual. Your body is not made with only 5 elements. It's a physical level. It is also 5 metaphysical energies also. So which also we come across, which includes your time, kala, direction, and mind, also called man, and it is a tamasu, means 0 state, and soul. So totally we learn 10 elements. By using 10 elements, 5 physical elements and 5 metaphysical elements, we are trying to vary the functionality of the elements in the body. So it may be a tissue level, or it may be an organ level, it may be a meridian level. So what is the aim of this color therapy means, through colors, we are changing the energy of the meridians or organs. Okay. So some of you know that already there is a meridian system. In this meridian system, we learn about meridians which flows the energy. Through this, we are changing the energy levels. Many of us who attended a TM course, you know that which meridian it is. Anyone can just reply in chat box. Very good, Laksha. It is a liver meridian. So it is a one meridian which creates the vibration of the wind energy in the body. Will you cure only liver disorders through liver meridian? No. If you ask Gopal Krishna, Radha Krishna, you are a TM student, no? So will you be able to cure all diseases with liver 2, liver 3? He says yes. Because that is the power of the each points. The problem may be in the tissues or in the bones or in my lungs or heart. We can cure with just 2 points, liver 2 and liver 3. I think more than 300 students who attended TM course, you know the magic of it. And at the same time, you are not using roughly. A lot of energy imbalance happens if you are not using properly. But we thought how to correct also. So with the 2 points, by just applying methi or pepper, you are curing many of the diseases. Why? How it is possible? Because of the energy pathways in the body. Even though it is starting in the big toe, but it is flowing entire body, covering your front side of the tongue and throat and face and head. So liver is the meridian which starts from the toe and is ending at the head, top of the edge, DV20. That means you can cure many diseases from the top to bottom. If this is you are doing already. Yes, Rekha Galvani, have you experienced, all TM students, the magics which we taught with 1 or 2 points? So I will teach you today With colors also you can do. Sir, I don't have tape, I don't have methi seed, pepper seed, no problem. Just have a one color box in your bag wherever you go. By just applying colors, you can change the energy. Yes, it is possible. But slightly, the concepts will slightly differ from seed. That we can learn and apply, that's it. So these are all the 5 physical and 5 metaphysical elements. So many of you learned all 10 elements, maybe, or 5 elements, or maybe you learned Tridosha, Vata, Pitta, Kapha, or you not learned anything also, not a problem. So this is a basic course. Even you can learn this without having any background. You can apply it today, tomorrow itself. You can get the result within Monday itself, which you can experience with just colors. Don't degrade it, simply colors. The colors having more vibrations than your mobile and satellite network. So again, if you are touching any one elements out of 5 elements, each element is created from other element, and each element is controlling other element. So that's what, whenever you touch any organ with any colors, it is affecting others also. So that is what, so when you are choosing a colors, carefully you choose the colors and apply. Okay. So, you know, each elements, its own strength and weakness. All elements are doing wonders and giving energy to you when it is balanced. If any elements either going high or low, that create a problem. Any element. For example, if you take Agni Tattva, if the fire is excess, you get many heat related and burning sensation related disorders. If the fire is low, at the same time, you get many metabolic disorders which you are unable to do due to lack of fire. So both are diseases only. So what is the job of the healer? The job of the healer is he has to find whether it is a deficient or excess through his symptoms, through his eyes, colors, through his tongue and pulse diagnosis and differential diagnosis and many more methods. We can apply all diagnosis to know the imbalance in the 5 elements, whether it is a hyper or hypo, whether it is balanced. So that I taught you one as a wonderful pulse diagnosis. Through that, you can identify each and every meridian and organ, whether it is functioning balance or less or more. So you can, what you learned, the pulse diagnosis in the TM, that you can take, you can apply in the color therapy. If you are not learn anything, don't worry. You just go with the symptom, apply the color therapy. In any way it works. So the first element which we learn out of 5 elements is Akash. Yes, madam, I will tell you all the why I selected urination for index finger and middle finger, for all those things. All 10 elements represents 10 fingers. So Akasha, Vayu, Agni, Prithvi, all those things I'll make you practice in these 2-3 days and you can learn. So all of us, if you say Akash or space or ether, what do you think? The first thing it comes to your mind is a emptiness. The second thing, which is covering the objects, there's a space. So this Akasha Tattva is representing the spatial energy in our body, the first thing. The second thing, which also represents the Shunya, means emptiness is a Shunya, empty. So normally everywhere the creation happens with emptiness. Before giving a birth, your uterus is empty. Before staying in this house, this house is empty. So everything, the new creation which happens with the emptiness. So that emptiness is your Akasha Tattva. That we are calling the first element in the color therapy, and which is representing right hand small finger. Remember this, it is representing the right hand small finger. If you say space, so as shown in the picture in the PPT, the space is covered with Vayumandala, atmosphere. So in our body, the replica of atmosphere is your lungs and large intestine, which is responsible for covering the body with skin. At the time of zygote formation and creating a new baby, the lungs and skin, which generates from the same cell. In Ayurvedic principle, they will tell that the lungs and skin both are same, which originated from the same cell. So that's what skin, it is covering you. That covering is the space. That is your lungs and large intestine which is doing. And the endocrine glands which is related to his gonads, and the body holes we correlate to Akasha Tattva is the right ear. If anywhere, if you feel issues with the right ear, you can treat with the Akasha element, because always emptiness produces the sound. You go out and if there is this open space, you can see some voice, some sound. Even many scientists also they had discovered that some sound vibrations is always you can hear from the universe. So the sound, if I am talking now, this sound is because of this space in the vocal cord. If there is no vibrations there, there is no space, my voice will go down. The voice and hearing, it happens through Akasha elements. So if you're able to hear properly, the voice is good. So if any diminution of the ears or any ringing sound, so if you feel like that, you can use Akasha element colors. Okay. So right hand, small finger, below the nail, just apply one violet dot, which I applied now. Look at this. Right hand, index finger, small finger, below this, I applied this violet color applying on the below the nail. That is increasing the Akasha Tattva or the space energy in the body. What this space will do? The first thing is I can move anything freely in the space without any resistance. With the least resistance, I can move this. But I cannot move this a pen here. I can move this into the water, but with a little more resistance. Means if you want to move freely, without pain, without rigidity, you need space. The space only makes move freely in the nature. Similarly, in your body, all the joints to move flexibly. Any joints to move flexibly, you need a space. This space between the joints is governed by Akasha element, the space, ether element. So now many of us having moving restrictions in the body. Actually, in day-to-day life, we are not observing that. You go to any yoga therapist, they will tell you how is your flexibility, how is your momentum, how is your hip joint flexibility, shoulder flexibility, knee flexibility. Because doing gym, walking is so easy. That doesn't require more flexible. But if you go yoga, so they will teach you what is flexibility, how you can increase that. So here, without going yoga, also you can increase the flexibility in the joints. How? How can you make it achievable? How can we create the flexibility? The first important thing, you can use colors to create flexibility on the joints. Right hand small finger, just all of you know that it is a Sujok therapy. In the Sujok, what? Look at this. Each finger is a reflex of the body. Any finger, if you take, the front side of the finger is represent the inside of the body. This is the yang side of the body. The lateral is indicating the limbs and ear. It's the right side and this is the left side. So each finger, so whenever I say any finger which is belongs to the any element, so that is indicating that it is a whole body. That whole body, now think, where is the issues in the flexibility? Okay, for example, if you have a issues in the hip joint, so this is the hip joint, the base of the finger. So right and left hip joint. You can apply one small dot here or here if there is a issues in the flexibility of the hip joint. Many people, they're feeling a shoulder problem, it is unable to lift and frozen shoulder and all. There's a lack of flexibility in the shoulders. So where is the shoulder here? So this is it just divide three part, head, chest and abdomen. So the shoulder joint will come in the first line. Okay. Again, you think it's a right shoulder or left shoulder. If it is a right, okay, you can apply this side. If it is a left, here. So by just applying one dot, which dot? A purple or violet dot. Okay. The Akasha element is represented with the violet. So just apply a color. If, for example, right shoulder pain or flexibility momentum, just apply violet dot here on the shoulder joint, which shown in the PPT. Daytime, because colors works better in the daytime. Apply one violet dot, keep it for 3 to 4 hours and erase completely. Because if you are erased off the way, the changes of the color happens, it may make some adverse effect. So whenever you're erasing the colors, erase it completely. Okay. So this is a right hand small finger, which we are using to create the flexibility in the body. Why flexibility? Because only Akasha elements make you to create free path, free momentum. Okay. If it's a leaf flexibility is not there, this is the knee reflex on the second line. Third line is your hip joint. So if the hip joint is not flexible, you can apply one violet dot here, knee, ear and shoulder ear. If any of you having flexibility issues in the shoulder, in the knees, in the hip, I'm telling you the first line, this is your shoulder, the second line, knee, third line, hip. Just apply one violet dot like this. If the hip is here, you apply here. If it is the knees, apply here, and shoulder, apply here. Just on and below line. Like this. Whatever may be the age, it may be a 7 years or 70 years. Do it right now. You can see the difference with it before closing the class. Now it is 9 o'clock. Just if anybody feeling flexibility problem, apply violet. You can see the changes. Flexibility, any flexibility problem, first it will start in the mind, not in the body. Because your body is always following the mind. If I feel irritated here, I feel more gastric secretion. If I feel stress here, I feel gastritis here. If I feel jealous here, I feel burning here. That's what we call stomach burning as a jealous. What you feel here, the same thing you feel in the body. It may be arthritis, rheumatoid arthritis, as a frozen shoulder, knee pain, hip pain, whatever it may be. It is due to a flexibility problem in the mind. You're so stubborn. You're not listening. You're so adamant. If that is the problem, so in the mind, left hand, right hand, index, small finger, below the nail, how I applied, you apply one violet dot. Sir, my husband is not listening to me. My children are not listening to me. They are arrogant. Any problem. If anywhere, if you see, they are very arrogant, stubborn, not listening, not flexible, always say no. If that is the thing, just do this. You can see this, the changes. Daily apply just 2 hours. Just give me the feedback after 2 to 3 weeks. Here you are not losing anything. Okay. It's easy to do without any side effects. Only thing is, when you are erasing, erase it completely. Don't erase half the way. That's the only instructions I'm giving. At the same time, if the space is too much, I also problem. For example, there should be a minimum space so that I can lift the hand. If the space is too less, too more, I cannot lift the hand, like a paralysis. Paralysis is a problem of the more space, more akasha. They're not lift like this. They take another hand, they lift like this. There is no restriction. They can fully, they will lift, but they lift with other hand support. Why? Because of the too much space in the shoulder. You understood the problem? Paralysis is creating more space, shoulder dislocation. That is creating the more space. They are, I think, they are having more akasha. They are unable to say no. They always say yes, yes, yes. For them, saying difficulty is no. They are unable to say no. No, I can't possible. Some people you can see in your home, in your friend circle, they are always such a way that they are unable to say no. They say yes, 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 and they won't do job. Why say they yes? If they are, even they are unable to do that job, they say yes. Why? Because of the more Akasha element. So check it out. The first, to create a flexibility, we are using this violet. This is only colors are not enough. Even you have to change in the mind. Try to be flexible, soft, and try to listen and try to accept. See, all these things are very important. Many people saying like that, so I don't like him. I don't like this. I don't do that. I can't do that. I can't give that. These are restrictions. Due to mind restrictions, your body starts restricting. So try to change your thought and also apply the colors together. You can see the great results. So we are thinking of flexibility, no? I'll give you one more suggestion. It worked many times. If anybody is opposing you, they are not accepting your project, your thoughts, your ideas. Just do one thing. Take violet color and write it one like this, either in A4 sheet or in the Google. This color number is available. Download it, make your mobile screensaver or laptop screensaver. That's it you need to do. After that, create a thought what should happen, because your thoughts are more powerful than anything in this world. I'm creating one to create flexibility, to accept the things. You can see the miraculous changes within days or weeks with this. It's not only a problem with respect to emotions or family or business. Anywhere you can do. You can write number 1 in violet, or you download number 1 from the Google. Make your mobile screensaver. That's it. So one of my friend, few years back, he had a love marriage, but people in boys' home, they are not accepting. He waited 2 months. Marriage is not happening. A lot of restrictions and a lot of opposition. Then he came to me and I suggested make one in mobile screensaver. Maybe within 2 weeks after that, he came and told, okay, all are accepted, and we also fixed the marriage date also. So like that, either in your office, in your family, anywhere, if you find some opposition, you're unable to enter, unable to make flexible, unable to make say yes, then you can use this. So this is called color numerology, which you can use for health issues, for flexibility problem, along with your emotional and intellectual variations. You can use, if your kids are not listening to you, you can make this. It's a wonderful science. You no need to accept without checking. You just apply it and give me the feedback. If your daughter or son, or if anywhere, if you find if they are not listening, they are very stubborn, try this. Okay. Another important feature of this Akasha element is It is covering the body. Means if anybody have covering related issues, skin, which is giving immunity against the external pathogens, against external environmental variation. Like how is the skin for your body? Similarly, all the organ having its own layer, outermost layer. For example, there is a pericardium layer around the heart. There is a pleura layer around the lungs. There is a gastric layer, the mucus layer along the gastric tract, gastrointestinal tract. Everywhere you can find there is a covering. Each and every organs is covered with some or other layer that is giving protection and as well as immunity against the external attacks. To increase the immunity to protect your organs and tissues, you can use the violet color and which organ you are feeling difficulty. For example, if you are having sneezing, allergy, allergic bronchitis and all. So on the lungs, lung reflex, here is the lung reflex in the first layer. You can apply sky blue dot for 2 to 3 hours in a day. So that will improve the immunity levels in the lungs because it is increasing the, strengthening the layer which is covering the lungs. Similarly, if any gastrointestinal tract issues, allergic and food allergy, or any issues related to burning sensation and issues with some eruptions and all, you can apply this sky blue color that is increasing the production layer on the organ and it is improving the immunity of the body. Clear? This is another wonderful, important aspects of the color. Wherever, if any organ feeling and affecting infection oftenly, means that production layer is very weak. For example, if person is feeling oftenly suffering with UTI, urinary tract infection, that layer is not protecting. So just apply urinary bladder reflex area here. Just apply one violet dot. So anything to heal, to cover, you can use the sky blue color. Similarly, it is anything, it's covering the things. Means if you food you are eating, it is staying in the stomach, it is absorbing the intestine, it is creating the bowel. All the digestive tract, you need some momentum, you need some protection against the food infections. So here also you can use violet color against the food infections. Due to food infection, if your person is suffering with vomiting and loose motion, you can apply the sky blue. Another important is all the outermost layer is responsible for absorption and as well as excretion. If you any issues in the absorption, you can increase the akasha element. For example, many people, they're eating the food, but they're not gaining the weight. The food absorption is so weak. For them, on the intestinal area, it's below the second line, you can apply the sky blue dot that is increasing the absorption of the food. Similarly, if you are unable to observe what I'm teaching here, just apply one violet dot below the nail. This will increase the absorption in the brain so that you can grasp better, you can understand better. So absorption means everything, absorption of the knowledge, absorption of the emotion, and absorption of the food also. If anybody is they are sensitive enough to react. Means they are able to observe the emotions. So that you can use the violet. To observe food, Akasha element is so important. The resistance, elasticity, everything, it is given by the Akasha element. For example, your mind is not empty due to so many thoughts, so much of stress, you're not getting sleep. Try this. Now it is 9:40, 10 o'clock. Apply one violet color, right hand small finger. This even white light is enough. Okay. So with this, it works. It makes your mind free and empty, stress-free. You will get nice sleep. Got it? So similarly, if you are suffering with any allergy related issues, you can increase the Akasha element so that it is giving the strength and immunity to the skin to avoid the allergy and to fight against it. Clear? The another important parameter which we are looking for, these are all when Akasha is less. Let's see what happens when Akasha is more. So even many of the things which we covered in the covering, I forgot to cover that holes. Even at different, we find the elimination things. If something it is blocked, so there is a 9 holes, Navarandragalu in our body. 2 nose, 2 eyes, 2 ears, nose, and external genital and anus. If anywhere, if you feel blocking, like constipation, nose block, ear block, anywhere, if you are not finding a smooth passage, there you can apply Akasha element. You can apply this violet color to make space. Many of parents, they're complaining, my kid is sitting in bathroom more than half an hour. Why? There is no enough space. Slowly, you give Akasha element, it widens the space and free momentum. Similarly, nose block. If anybody of you suffering with nose block, I can remove your nose block within a minute. Just this is the nose reflex. Apply one violet dot on the nose reflex. Within a minute, you can see your nose block will open and you can breathe freely. For the emotions, you can make flexible. You can make them to accept. You can make free mind. And you can avoid stubbornness. Yes, right hand, little finger. For cataract means there is an extra layer is forming. Means you have to reduce the Akasha. Okay. To reduce Akasha, we are using next element color. Means in Vibgayar, after violet, the next color is indigo. Means dark blue color to reduce the Akasha. How to remove nose black? You apply one sky blue dot on the nose reflex, right hand, this one. You apply right now. Within a minute, your nose will open. Check it out. To increase the nourishment and absorption of the food, you apply violet on the intestinal area, this area. Throat irritation, just apply one violet line on this complete circle. To reduce endometrium thickness, I'll come to that. Many ladies, they are suffering with endometrium thickness of the uterus. If anywhere there is a extra growth, means extra Akasha. Am I right? The covering is Akasha. Extra covering is more Akasha, like prostate gland enlargement, endometrium thickness of the uterus, anything extra growth like fibroids, all those things, it's a more Akasha. You have to reduce the Akasha with the next color. Vip Gayar, violet, you are thinking. Next color is indigo. You can use indigo or dark blue color to reduce Akasha. For cataract, you can apply here. For endometrium thickness, the uterus reflex, you can apply here. If there is a phlegm, you can, on the lungs, you can apply Akasha. You can free the space. If the general itching all over the body, you can follow the Akasha element organs is lungs and large intestine. You apply violet color here so that it will avoid the body, skin and allergies. Next, for stubbornness, apply here. Apply sky blue here. It clears the stubbornness of your husband, wife, kids. Okay. If there is a cervical spondylosis, there is no space between the disc. It is compressed. Just this is the spinal cord reflex. Okay. Apply violet color here. Okay. If you are unable to turn your neck like this, apply violet. Within a minute, you can turn your neck freely. Check right now. If anybody is having neck stiffness, cervical spondylosis, discompression, just apply violet on the cervical reflex. Skin disease, you can apply on the lungs. For hip, ear. For hip joint, lack of hip joint flexibility, just apply here. For back pain also, apply here. You should apply violet color. For sciatica also. Clear? For PCOD, polycystic ovaries, you have to reduce the Akasha with dark blue. Clear? I think we covered many elements through Akasha. Cyst is extra growth, no? Reduce Akasha. Where is the cyst? There you reduce Akasha by using dark blue. If the ear infection is there, on the side of the, this is a ear reflex, apply extra brown growth. For the reflex, you apply the same thing. BP and tremors, I will cover in the next element. Wound to heal, I'll give you tomorrow. For endometrius thickness, reduce the Akasha here, apply daily 3 to 4 hours. Very good question. Further, obesity, tummy. To reduce your tummy, what to do? You have to reduce the Akasha. Where to reduce? On the stomach reflex, apply the dark blue color. Apply dark blue color for 3 to 4 weeks. Check your weight. It will be reduced. For headache, apply sky blue dot here. It will vanish within few minutes. Genetical itching here. Tinnitus, on the eye reflex, you apply violet. For obesity, you have to reduce Akasha. It is covering more space. How to reduce Akasha? Dark blue or violet? It's a dark blue. Got it? Or indigo. Fatty liver, fibroids, reduce Akasha. Glaucoma, increase Akasha. There is no enough space. Hernia, very good question. Ready? Where is the hernia? If it is umbilical hernia, put one dark blue dot here. If it is umbilia in the pelvic region, apply dark blue line here. Daily 3 to 4 hours. You can see the reduction of hernia. Genetical itching. Anywhere itching means lack of immunity. How to improve immunity? Give Akasha there. Akasha will make you a cover for that organ. Stone, reduce Akasha. Belly fat, reduce Akasha. Reducing Akasha is dark blue. Increasing Akasha is violet. Clear? Fatty liver, yes, dark blue. Vertigo. So vertigo, it is more scattering. Reduce Akasha. Akasha, if it is more, it makes more scatter, moving like this. Like when you drink more, their mind is empty, more Akasha. How they feel? Zoo, zoo, zoo. Because of the more Akasha. Migraine, make your mind free. Belly fat, you have to apply dark blue. I'm not talking about the third color today. To increase Akasha, violet color. To decrease Akasha, dark blue or indigo. Only two colors I'm talking today. Any tumors, you have to reduce the Akasha. Any extra growth, it is a more space. For headache, increase Akasha, madam. You need space. Lack of space only you are getting. Yes, you can use TM points which we taught in the course. Along with the TM points, you can use these colors. Urticaria, increase Akasha on the lung reflex area. Body heat will talk tomorrow. Agni Tattva. Today I'm talking about the Akasha. Anybody applied Akasha element in last half an hour? Have you got any changes? Please raise your hand. Anybody applied colors in last half an hour? Felt any changes? Yes, Niyas, you can talk.
Sir, my nose is open right now.
Wow. Super.
But is it a permanent cure?
Continue, Baba. It will permanently, it will cure, no doubt.
I think there
Because
is
color therapy also gives immediate relief. If you continue that color therapy, it will cure completely, 100%.
Sir, there is a bubble right now. I think growth.
That's
something.
what I'm telling you. Daily apply the same colors for a few weeks, it will disappear.
Okay, sir. Thank you. Thank you so much.
You said, I'm sorry, I'll ask you only one doubt. For skin allergy, you said dark blue on the inner side of the palm, right? On the finger.
In allergy, you have to use increase violet only on the lung reflex.
It's between, is it?
No. Violet only.
Violet only on the lung reflex. Is it? Which is the lung reflex?
Here, below the first line, above the second line.
All right.
Okay.
For how many hours?
Just 2 to 3 hours.
Thank you so much.
सर मेरे हाथ पे बहुत सारे गठाने हैं लाइपोमा की.
Yes, Akash, Ashok.
सर हाथ के ऊपर बहुत सारी गठाने हैं लाइपोमा की. लाइपोमा गठान को क्या बोलेंगे आप लोग?
You can apply dark blue line across that lipoma, it will reduce.
डार्क पोमा लाइट ब्लू किस पे, डार्क ब्लू किस पे, किस मेरिडियन पे?
No meridian. There is a lymphoma, no?
Yes, sir. Lipoma.
Around the lipoma, you apply dark blue. It is reducing the space.
अच्छा डार्क ब्लू, उस पर डार्क ब्लू का. सर ये तो पूरे हाथ पे है सर, फुल हैंड.
You try with any two lymphoma for 2 weeks. Let's see the changes.
डार्क ब्लू पे.
Yes.
Thank you, sir. Thank you.
For neck tightness, you apply Akasha, means violet color. Within 2 minutes, your neck rigidity will go off.
Not in pain in neck, only lipoma on hands.
No. I am talking others. They are complaining about the neck.
Okay, sir. Thank you.
Thank you. Yes, Jayanti.
Sir, thank you. When as you said that I have applied in the cervical, I was having a very stiff neck and a shoulder, frozen shoulder also. So I applied there and I mean, you never believe, When I was just turning my neck, whether I'm able to move or not, it was very freely moving. And one more thing, I have a phlegm in my lungs. So whenever I speak, I get it in the throat and I have to swallow or to spit out. So
Okay.
I applied in the lungs area. Immediately, the phlegm came out. I have to go out and spit out and then come. So it was.
Are you able to show your how his neck is moving now? Like this.
Can I come in the video?
Yeah, you can.
Ma'am, can you give me the.
Yes, Shiv Kumar sir, just give me the video.
सर वन रिक्वेस्ट मोर, वो जो आपने बताया था जैसे किस मेरिडियन के लिए और कौन सा वो खाना चाहिए या वो जो चार्ट आपने कहा था वो प्लीज डलवा दीजिएगा सर ग्रुप में.
Don't worry, madam. For TM students, we are taking separate special class. There, I will cover all the things. Okay.
Thank you so much, sir. Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
Thanks a lot, sir.
Thank you.
Ashok Kumar.
Sir,
Yes.
sir, I am relieved of my neck pain totally
Within few minutes.
within 5 minutes.
You are from
I am from Bengaluru, sir.
Bangalore only. So just apply the, if you anywhere pain, if you come, keep one packet of colors. Just
Okay,
do
sir.
the magic.
I am
Okay.
having.
Thank you.
Okay, sir. Thank you.
Yes, Soumya.
Yes, sir.
There is a echo.
Sorry.
Yes,
It
wide
was
echo.
actually my husband had nose block
Hmm.
and it's completely cleared for him. He's breathing very normally.
Super.
I had neck stiffness. I'm suffering from past 1 month, but now I'm feeling much better. But I have the pain somewhere. I can feel it, but I'm feeling much better.
Madam, even your yield 50% or 60%, color, same color continue for 3 to 4 days. It will
Yes.
completely, it will cure.
Thank you, sir. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
The nose block what he had was very severe. It was like he was making such a noise with pulling his breath inside. But now it is completely clear. It's very free flowing.
Now you believe color will do magic?
Yes, it does. It does. Now I have to try it on my umbilical hernia, sir.
Definitely, madam. Umbilical hernia, you can apply on the umbilical point, you can apply dark blue.
Yes,
Or
sir.
around the umbilical ear itself, you can make dark blue.
Okay, sir. Okay, sir.
Okay. All the best.
I will update you with the results, sir. Thank you.
Sure. You apply for 2 to 3 weeks and give me the changes.
Sure, sir. Thank you, sir. Thank you very much.
No voice.
हाँ जी सर, मेरे को पूछना है, मेरी ना कोविड के बाद से वॉइस बिल्कुल, पहले कोविड के टाइम में वॉइस बंद हो गई थी, बोल नहीं पाती थी मैं, बट अभी भी मेरे को प्रॉब्लम होती है बोलने में, थोड़ा ईयर में भी सुनने में भी थोड़ी सी प्रॉब्लम है, हियरिंग एंड में भी प्रॉब्लम है.
Now you are talking fine, no?
हाँ, थोड़ी बोलते बोलते एकदम आवाज थोड़ी कम हो जाती है, वॉल्यूम कम हो जाएगा.
Just apply your violet line here. It never go down.
ओके. और वन थिंग मोर, मेरी डॉटर को सर्वाइकल स्लिप डिस्क है, C4 C5 में कंप्रेशन है, पेन है बहुत ज्यादा, एक्यूपंक्चर कराया है, बहुत कुछ कराया है, बट ठीक नहीं हो रही, प्रॉब्लम रहती है, पेन रहती है.
Violet, it will disappear.
ओके, थैंक यू सो मच.
Super.
थैंक.
Anu Satish.
Yeah. Sir, good evening, sir. So I feel much comfortable with my neck, and also with the urination, I feel improvement. After the start of the session, I didn't go because I used to go very frequently. Now it's completely in control. Sir, can you give me for tummy reduction?
I told reduce with reduce Akasha here with a dark blue dot.
Dark blue, yes, sir.
Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Hello, can you hear me?
Yeah, yes, madam.
Yeah. I have some problem in the morning. My throat is always like, I have to clear my throat in the morning. It's like there is, it's like not, I won't say it's blocked, but it has got some phlegm or, I have to clear my throat before, and after a couple of hours, it is fine. But I have a problem early in the morning. I have to always clear my throat. So is it more akasha, or is it heat, or what is it?
No, it is a lack of space. Create the space with the violet.
By the violet. Okay. Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
Lalitha Krishnan.
Good evening, sir.
Good evening.
You said for increase Akasha violet and to reduce Akasha, you have to use blue.
Dark
But
blue.
I'm a little confused, which is the inside of the finger or the outside of the finger?
No, this is the body reflex. Head, chest, abdomen. This is the spinal cord.
Oh, okay.
This is, think you, it's a whole body reflex.
Okay.
Okay. Now,
Okay.
where you need Akasha, cervical stiffness is there, increase Akasha.
Okay.
With the violet.
Violet.
Okay. If we
Okay.
are not getting sleep, put one violet dot on the young brain. It make more space and more emptiness in the mind. You go to sleep.
Okay. So for neck pain also, you this side only, on the back side.
Back side only. Back. Okay. See, it's the front side of the body is this, and back side of the body is this.
Oh, okay, sir. Now I understood. Thank you.
You
So for
understand?
dryness of eyes, sir, dryness, eye dryness.
Eye dryness, I will talk tomorrow. Today,
Yes,
I'm talking about the immunity, flexibility, and joints and
Okay.
space.
Okay, sir.
Okay,
Thank you very much. Very interesting and very useful, sir. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Shiva Modi.
Hello, sir.
Hello.
Sir, can you tell a point for sleep? Good sleep.
I told now you apply one violet, you go to sleep.
Okay, sir. And
Thank
sir, one more question. Can you tell a point for specs? I have specs.
Specs means the momentum, free space is not there. On eye reflex, you apply violet.
Okay, sir.
Okay. Today I'm talking about only Akasha. You can solve many issues with one element.
Okay, sir. Thank you.
Anda Bhandare.
Sir,
Yes.
sir, ನನ್ನ ಮಗು ಕಿವಿ ಕೇಳಿಸ್ತಾ ಇಲ್ಲ.
Kivi ಕೇಳಿಸ್ತಾ ಇಲ್ಲ ಅಂದ್ರೆ it is a sound. Just apply one dot on the lungs, another dot on the ear reflex. Okay. It is improving the sensitivity. And you also attend next elements. In the Kala element, I will tell you how to increase the five sensor organs. For today's class, you can apply the violet on the lung reflex and as well as ear reflex.
Gayatri.
Okay, thank you, sir.
Happy evening, sir. So I just want to ask you that for flexibility, you said we have to apply violet color in the right hand little finger, right?
Yes.
So do we have to apply it to ourselves or to the one who is not listening our words, or one who is very adamant, stubborn?
For them, I told no. You just take A4 sheet, write one like this.
Okay.
That you keep it where you are sitting, standing, where you are working, just to make it paste there. That's it.
Oh, on the wall also we have to.
On wall,
Not
near
only
your
in the
table,
phone.
anywhere.
Okay,
Otherwise, if you don't want to paste anywhere, make your mobile screen with one.
Okay, sir. Okay.
Okay.
Sir, what about the stiffness in the fingers, sir?
Just apply stiffness in the fingers. I told reflex, no. So here fingers will come, ear and ear. Apply violet.
Okay, sir. Okay.
Thank you.
Okay. For blurry vision, sir.
Blurry vision, I talk on the Agni element.
Okay, sir. Thank you so much. Thank you.
Kavita Tripathi.
Oh, namaskar, sir. Thank you very much. Valuable discussion. I want to on my video so I can show what is the problem. Can I?
You tell me, I can
Please,
listen.
please
Yeah,
allow.
yeah.
Okay.
You can.
Yeah. I have a problem in my thumb. My thumb is मतलब मेरे ये अंगूठा ऐसे ही रहता है, then फिर उसको सीधा ऐसे करने से वो टक से आवाज आता है, then सीधा होता है और यहाँ काफी पेन रहता है. इसी तरह से ये देखिए, ये अब ऐसा हो गया फिंगर, थंब सिर्फ थंब होता है.
Right hand thumb reflex will come here. Just apply violet dot. It will clear.
Okay, right hand.
Right. Say right hand middle finger this position.
Right hand little finger this position. This position.
Above the second line, you apply violet.
Okay. ठीक है, क्योंकि ये बिल्कुल सीधा नहीं होता है. और लोग
you apply the color of violet. Violet will do magic. Any of you applied violet and got results? Please share.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
Thank you.
Rithi?
Sir, for throat itching, which color and where we need to apply?
Same here, you apply one violet line on the finger.
Okay, sir.
Just apply violet color. Your throat irritation will clear within half an hour.
Okay, sir. Thank you.
Thank you.
Lakshmi?
Hello.
Hello.
Yeah. Good evening, sir.
Good evening.
Namaste. Sir, for endometrium thickness, where to apply?
So endometrium thickness is more Akasha, no?
Yeah, sir, I couldn't
So
see you.
You reduce Akasha. Wait. You
Where?
reduce Akasha on the uterus. This is the uterus reflex. This is the
Okay.
head, this is the chest, and this is the abdomen. Here is
Okay,
the
the full
uterus
area?
reflex. You apply
we use-
dark blue color.
Shall we apply the full area?
Not full area. Where I'm showing, this is the uterus.
Just the 1 point, no?
Just 1 point here. This much in the this small point out, which is covering the uterus. Apply for 2 months. Okay, it will clear.
Okay. For
Now that-
fibroids also, no?
Yeah, any extra space. Okay. For extra, especially many ladies, they're going for surgery for endometrium thickness. You can do this color, you can get the result.
Thank you, sir. And for obesity, also the same place?
Yeah, dark blue.
Dark
Little
blue?
above, little above.
Okay.
To reduce the tummy.
Okay. For how many days?
You applied daily 2 hours for 1 or 2 months. You can see
Okay.
the great
It
changes.
may be due to gastric also, no?
No, that gastric and all I'll cover in the next element. Today I'm telling you how to reduce the space, how to increase the space.
Okay. Thank you. Thank you so much, sir. So
Vijayalakshmi.
Thank you.
Anybody got applied points? Many are telling you immediate relief, great cure. Continue the color, you will heal 100%. Okay. So thank you very much for
Good evening,
attending the
sir.
session. Yes.
Good evening, sir.
Good evening.
For post-COVID breathlessness, what to do?
Increase the space in the lungs area by applying violet color.
Correspondence, sir.
Lung
I had stiff
correspondence.
neck. As I was applying the line, it got cleared. Thank you.
You yield stiff neck now?
No. It got cleared as I was applying one thing.
The moment you applied violet, it is cleared.
Yeah, it is cleared.
Happy?
Very happy.
Thank you.
Sir, ಮತ್ತೆ fingers arthritis fingers bend ಮಾಡಕ್ಕಾಗಲ್ಲ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಏನು ಮಾಡೋದು?
Just apply violet dot here for 2-3 months. Only 1 dot here.
Under the nail or the?
Under the nail.
Under the nail.
Okay.
Okay, sir. Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you. So see you. It's at 10 o'clock. So
Yes, sir.
yeah, few more
Sir,
questions.
thank you so much.
Sir,
Thank
one
you so much,
question
sir.
is there.
We will continue the session by tomorrow also at 8 p.m. Everybody should gather 10 minutes before the time. And we will be very much thankful to Basavaraj sir and for the organization, Joshi sir and Shivoma sir, for this very good informative session. Thank you and good night all. Thank you.
Hello, sir.
Thank you.
Hello, sir.
Hello.
Yeah, can you see my eye
sir.
the capillary is burst. What can I do for this?
Just a little Akasha element on that reflex. You feel better.
So one last question, sir. So one newborn baby was there, 15 days old. From last 15 days, he is in ICU, in on oxygen. He is having lung problem, sir. Can we do any treatment?
Just create a thought. You are applying violet on the lung reflex. Applying on your hand. Okay.
Excuse me, sir. Can we put on mother?
Yeah, you can put mother or yourself by creating a thought.
Sir, for weight reduction,
For weight reduction, apply dark blue here.
to remove negative energy, can we apply?
Hello friends, you will get all the protocols from Joshi's Kerala group. Please join in the group and you can ask there.
Sir, can vaginal infection be treated through violet color? Please, sir.
For students, you will get.
सर केवीटी के लिए बताइए, डेंटल केवीटी के लिए डेंटल प्रॉब्लम.
Everyone can talk.
सर दांत के लिए केवीटी के लिए प्लीज सर.
For cavity, we are covering in the Agni element, madam.
Okay.
So to fill the cavity, you can reduce the akasha in the tooth reflex. Okay, reduce akasha with the dark blue. Okay. For edema, you have to reduce akasha.